If you are a heel girl or a hot girl on this journey, I encourage you to pick up my book, Prayers and Petitions to Heaven. It is a 30-day devotional journey filled with tons of self-reflection, self-awareness, accountability, learning to stay the course, and just being able to walk this thing out with someone. I encourage you, go to my website. It will be in the link in the comments. Purchase this copy today and be blessed by it.
Man who wear the daddy, what does it call that? The
Hoochie
daddy
daddy.
hoochie daddy shorts. You got
Okay.
Yeah, so guys have hoochie daddy shorts, so it's guys out, thighs out, and
So
then
y'all have hoochie daddy season.
No, but
it,
it's not a season. It's a year-round experience.
Okay.
depending where you live. Yeah, because now I'm in North Carolina, you can do that all year round. You couldn't do
So,
that in Illinois. So
so what does that mean? Give me some context. Is it just thighs out? Like what we doing with hoochie daddy shorts on? We thirst trapping? What we doing?
It's not a trap
um,
when you know what you're getting yourself into. It is what I say.
Okay.
So I know that for me, you see all these alerts that's going off. That's people trying to figure out if the thighs are available. So yeah, and then
Oh,
somebody just paid for some thighs. See, I got people paying
oh,
for thighs. I got people coming through. So it's just it's an experience that just I'm trying to get back to the world. You understand what I'm saying?
okay. That's your truth.
And
I'm glad you standing on it.
so you're saying you said it's not a trap at all. You're not trying to lure anybody in. It's just you're presenting what you have to offer by wearing the hoochie daddies.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's it's me giving back to the world because I feel that it's lacking. You know how in the summer you just you want somebody just to go and have fun with. Ain't nothing more fun than a single big guy. We the life of the party. We do the cannonballs in the pool and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we bring joy to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's where it gets
Mm-hmm.
tricky though. It's in the wintertime when you
Mm.
need someone to keep you warm. Nothing better than some big old auntie. And that's why we're not seasonal. We are full circle year round available for the woman that wants to be healed or hot.
Oh, okay. For the one I want to be healed
So
by. Okay.
yeah. So when the
Okay.
hot girl summer is over, and it's time to put on the hoodies and the jogging pants, and then there he is.
There he is.
Keeping you warm.
You for the sheets and for the streets.
That's what because again, you want to be hot and now you want to be warm. And it's my purpose to serve and to cater to all that are in need. That's what I'm
Okay.
here, providing a service for those in need.
Okay.
Unlike these healed men that are married, like Herbert over here, who is providing year-round service and comfort to the one. I
year
am
round.
responsible for the masses.
Before you were this healed man, Herb, did you have a what'd you call it? A hoochie daddy season? What is
Well,
it, Bob?
well, see, at that time, 10 years ago, uh, it wasn't out. We weren't wearing hoochie daddy shorts at all. As a matter of fact, our pants were still kind of big. I don't know if skinny jeans really a thing
I think
at
so,
that
yeah.
time?
I've been wearing
What
them for
was
a
it?
long time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've just gotten used to that. But actually, Lynette is the one that be buying these shorts for me because she said, you know, Herb, you got nice legs, you might as well show them. So she keep buying small shorts for me. But I'm think I'm getting comfortable. I think I'm getting being okay with that. Would you say? Yeah. So she's okay with that. But before,
Okay.
couldn't catch me. Couldn't catch me in those.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Wait
glad
a minute.
to see.
Hold on. Say it there. Y'all keep going. Hold on a second.
He about to put on his shorts. Is he about to go
Please
put on
don't
his
show
shorts?
us your hoochie
Hey,
daddies. We don't want to see no thighs.
no, I was very much against showing the. Oh
What do
my
it
goodness.
say?
Listen. These are the shortest shorts I have ever owned. And I wear them 3 times a week.
You know,
In
They're
the
from
house?
this company out of Atlanta. And pure they're pure short.
mm,
They are pure short. They rise just up to about right there.
Isn't there a limit? Is there a
Yeah,
limit to this?
right about there. Right about there. And
There got to be a limit.
just the way God intended.
It's a limit for what, Herb?
Is there a limit to the shorts? Does it end? No.
Mm-mm. They
So
barely begin, Herbert.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. That I didn't really see too much fabric, but
they gave you a washcloth and made it into shorts
And they
and put
bright
them
like a
on.
diamond too.
Herb, do Lynette let you wear your shorts outside, or they just for around the house?
Okay, so number one, mine is not that high. That's special edition high. That's like you said, it barely begins. But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can wear them out. I can definitely wear them out. Um, I can walk outside, especially when it's nice and warm outside. I feel pretty comfortable. I now feel uncomfortable with big long shorts now. Just
Mm.
kind of like the NBA. The NBA is going back that
Yeah,
way.
they are.
Small shorts. It used to be big baggy shorts in the 2000s and in the mids, and then
Iverson days. Yeah.
yeah, and then now it's they going back to the high shorts.
Let me ask
But
you something, Herbert, and feel free to say none of your business. Where did you catch your wife during the healed summer portion or the hot summer portion?
it was in the summer. It was in the summer. I was actually it was her birth. No, it wasn't summer. It was September. I was just in the Bay Area. I keep forgetting about that. So it was 75 already. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, it was in that. So in the Bay Area, I don't think there's really a winter.
Okay.
And but was she healing or was she hot?
Oh no, she was healed. She was all the way. She was shooting guns. She was jumping out of planes.
Mm.
She actually got tricked into meeting me. That's how that happened. Her cousin introduced us, and she was tricked into meeting me. She was convinced that she needed to come out and have her birthday party with her cousin, and they were going to have a bunch of fun. But I was worked into the plan, and so. But at this point, she was good. She wasn't looking for nobody. She wasn't looking for me. As a matter of fact. She thought my shorts was ugly. I was wearing some shorts, and
Were
I
they
think they
these?
had no, it wasn't those. with, with those on, but they had some kind of leaves or something. I thought that was cool. I got them from Old Navy, and her and her cousin, not the one that introduced us, but her other cousins that was there made fun of my shorts. They said my
Mm.
shorts was ugly. So no, I had to do some working, man. I mean, I wish those shorts was out at that time, and then maybe it would have sped up the process. But you know,
Get the
you
makeup for
know,
the shorts.
So, Herb, did you find your wife during her heel girl season or her hot girl season?
I think it was neutral. And there was no. I don't think she was looking. Then at the same time, I don't think it was off putting. I think it, if I must say so myself, I think it went really, really well in my favor. But I think she was open. But at the same time, if I didn't say anything, I don't think she would have made a move at all. Because I was actually even wondering should I make a move or not, but I did, and I'm glad she was open to it. But I mean, at the same time, she was not there looking for a guy. She was not there looking for me. And actually, that was actually what um, had me to pursue her because she wasn't looking. Because I think if she was looking and I seen her in a bunch of guys' faces and and saying how she don't need a man and all that, I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have went home. I'm saying hung out because I was good. So I was just looking for a sign to tell me, nah, this ain't the one. And so I'd have left.
So
But it
even
didn't
in that
happen.
summer when you found her, you were good either way. You were if I get somebody, I'm cool. If I don't get somebody, I'm cool.
Yeah, it was good, but I know I was on the mission. Like I said, her cousin sent me said, "Hey, just go check out my cousin," and so I know what I was going there for. But I also knew the family already as well. So if it didn't work out, then I'll go enjoy myself. Bitter farewell, and that'll be it. But since it did work out, since I got a chance to hear her thought process, um, Yeah, that's what did it for me. So I was looking for that sign. Actually, I was looking to see if this sounds bad, but was this a project? Was this something that her cousin was trying to hook me up with, so I can, I guess, be that good guy to come in and to rescue? But wasn't that at all? Wasn't that at all?
So,
So tell me, Javon,
mhm.
are you looking for a heel girl or are you looking for a hot girl? What season are you in?
I want a healed girl that's going to act hot.
Okay.
I want a hot girl that's not going to pretend like she's healed.
Ooh.
Uh,
So let me get either one of
that's
those.
good. That's good.
Because if you are a healed girl that's acting hot, then that means you are secure in who you are and you're doing what you're doing intentionally, eyes wide open, because it's something that you enjoy doing.
Yes.
A hot girl pretending to be healed is nothing but slash tires and busting windows
Mm,
because you aren't really secure in who you are.
Yeah.
You're not ready for what comes with the foolishness that is Javon.
Mm.
And if you are hot and acting healed, you're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, that's fine that you do that. Yeah, it's fine that we don't talk that often. Yeah, it's okay that you
hmm
got with these people. Oh, it's okay this. Oh, it's okay that." While on the inside, it is just slowly simmering, burning, and getting to a boil, and then, pop. And I ain't got time for pop. I ain't got time
mm.
for homes. I got 3 kids. I got a business I'm trying to start. I got
Yeah.
clients. I ain't got time for you to be writing Yelp reviews anonymously. I ain't got
Right.
time for you to be sending subliminal messages and tagging me in it. I don't have time. I do not have time. Thank the Lord Almighty, I do not have time. So if I can just get you to either be healed and
Yeah.
still hot, or be hot and just
Be
um
hot.
and be hot,
Be hot.
then
Just be hot.
cool. Just at some just let me know where you are. And
Live in your
you can
truth.
say that I'm not healed. You can say, you know what, I'm going through a thing right now and I'm not really looking for nothing. And I I'm making some changes in my life.
Yeah.
But if you give me all those disclaimers, then I know where to place you.
Yeah.
I know how
hmm
to respond to you. I know how our interactions should go. Oh, but if you are pretending,
Yeah.
then now I'm not seeing the real true you. I'm not seeing your vulnerability. I'm not seeing your desires and how you're trying to manifest them. All I'm seeing is who you want me to see. And
hmm
and that's not really who you are. Thus, you're not going to really appreciate who I am because I'm going to treat you accordingly.
And I think that rings true for being a heel girl acting hot because
mm
the difference in being a heel girl acting hot and being a hot girl acting healed is your identity.
Hmm.
And
hmm
healed women, we know our identity. We know who we are. So we're able to live in our truth unapologetically. Hot girls acting healed, they don't know their true identity. They're trying to figure it out. Hence the acting hot because they're
Hmm.
just going along with what society is doing at that moment. This is what we're doing. This is what's going on. They're
mm
trying to find their identity. They're trying to find who they are, but they haven't made that healed encounter.
mm.
You got to
So
get
I
that.
need to know.
Do that.
I need to know something. What is a real? I guess what's a real hot girl? Because I've been hearing so many versions of it. You know what I mean? And obviously, I've been off the market for well over 10 years now. What is that? Tell me, because you want both. So what is that? So if they're healed, then what are they doing so hot? Then they healed and they hot.
So for me, a heel. Let me go back to what a heel girl is, and then I'm sure Taisha will give me a better definition. She'll correct me where I'm wrong. A healed girl is one who knows who she is and is comfortable with where she is. She has gone to a place to where she has overcome the baggage. She has overcome the she no, not even overcome it, but is aware of
Yeah.
where she is and is able to handle where she is.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that we 100% become healed, right? I think that there's like you said in your podcast, I think it was the last week or before, that there's still scabs there. That you may be healed, but there's still some physical representation of what you those scars, right? So it's not that you are just making $1 million a day and that you've got the perfect job and everything else. It's that you know where you are and you are either comfortable where you are or you have a determined strategy in place and you're working and living in that strategy to become a better person. To me, that's you being healed. Hot means,
Listen up, hot girls. Listen up. Listen up.
she is experiencing the life that she wants to experience. It's whatever makes her happy, whenever it makes her happy. That's a hot girl.
But a hot girl that is healed
Is
kind of all of that, but she
I
does.
think you want the first one still. I think he ain't done with that first one. He's like, yeah.
But it's that, okay?
Okay, then it's what I thought. But that's what's up. So if she's healed, you're saying healed is
doing all those things.
I'm comfortable with
Doing all
that.
those things comfortable, willingly, because it's what she wants, not trying to find the happiness in it.
Okay. Got you. I got you.
Right.
Listen,
She's already happy. She's doing it
listen,
because she's happy with life already. She's not doing it to find.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not every healed woman on a hot girl summer is doing all those things. Let me just make that real.
Right. Then she's doing it wrong. I'm just playing Taisha. Keep going.
Everybody is not. So for me, it is living in my truth. It is being in therapy. It is drinking my water, taking care of my body, making doctor's appointments to make sure my health is intact. It's spending time with my family. It's fasting. It's meditating. It is making sure that my purpose is aligned with God's purpose for my life. Not just what I want to do or doing things for pleasure, but doing things in purpose and then allowing that pleasure to follow. It's going to brunch. It's having mimosas. It's going to karaoke, taking shots. I mean, I got a little bit of everything in there, but it's not being tied to any one thing or living because someone else has an expectation of me to live a certain way, but being able to live in my true identity comfortably, being able to live in my true identity with no excuses or not having to explain myself to anyone.
And some people will call that a hot girl summer too. Like some people say that a hot girl summer is one to where it's like a mindset of self-confidence and empowerment and embracing your own beauty. And it talks about like feeling comfortable and confident in your skin and focusing on your own happiness and your personal growth and having fun and enjoying life to the fullest.
Herb, can you tell the men something, the single men that are not healed, what that looks like and how important it is for those that are desiring a wife, how important it is to heal?
Okay, I'm glad you put it in that perspective because I was about to say, well, it depends what they want. We try to fit the mold of the person we're pursuing, and we act like a certain way to get them to accept us. But at the end of the day, like Javon was saying, like, no, that's not cool. That's not all right. No, I don't. Want you to hang out with these certain people, or I don't like the fact that you do this, and the fact that you never say anything lets you know that there's still some healing that needs to take place because that means you're willing to put up with anything just to get with somebody. So I think the heal guy is being okay with saying what they want. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be that way, because if you're not, you're going to just allow anything to come in. You never voiced it, what you want. You never voiced your dreams, your hopes, your goals, desires, whatever. And then when you get married, and then that person's not doing that, or they're not um, enjoying what you're enjoying. They're not enjoying, you watching football, or they're not enjoying you going on hikes and everything else like that. Um, that's because you just really never expressed that. You never brought it up, and something that you did enjoy. You never said at the beginning, "Hey, I like doing these things," and even saying that you like doing certain things, not even just to get them excited about you, but really enjoying what you say you look that
Yeah.
you enjoy. So I think being healed is very important, because trust issues come into play. Me and Lynette, we were in a long distance relationship for a little bit, and I had some trust issues at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? She's in Illinois, I'm in Oakland. And so I'm like, man, what is she doing? She could be on the phone with some dude. She says she's not calling me because of this, but what is she really doing? And so that actually had me acting out sometimes, because I didn't trust. So I had to get healed from that. Um, I had to be sure that she was saying was true. Whatever she said she was doing, I had to believe that's what she's doing. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to be like, yes, that's exactly what they're doing because they said that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Another, all that has to, too, has to fall on her as well. She has to prove that as well. So I'm not just saying, just take everybody at their word and that's what they're doing. I think that's a good trait for you, but I think the other person also has to show that. But I think being healed is very, very key in a marriage because it's tough, it's hard, and you're gonna make it hard on yourself if you hide all this stuff that you enjoy, or how you expect to be treated. You know,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
and if you don't say how you expect to be treated, then the person's not gonna treat you that way. You're gonna be mad at them, but you never said anything. So, man, it's fellas, get healed. Don't just be out here okaying everything, believing everything, and withholding who you are. Be who you are. Let them see that. Because when they see that, that's who you really gonna get. And that's why I like what Javon was saying. Like, yo, they gonna get all the, would you say, the foolishness that come with Javon?
All of the foolishness, and
They
it's
gotta
only
know that.
the real ones, the healed ones, that can deal with it. So,
You gotta know that. You gotta know that that's exactly who he is. And there was no line about it, no sugarcoating. You saw the shorts. He got his shorts.
He got his
You got
shorts. They
you
right
got to
there.
know. He
they
got
get
those from
washed twice a
Atlanta.
week, get worn 3 times.
Javon, have you healed since your divorce? How is dating for you
Hmm.
now,
Listen,
opposed to before your marriage?
that divorce was 6 years ago. So have I healed from it? No, of course not. I am over it.
Yeah.
But we still share kids, but I think that divorce is traumatic.
Yes.
Whether you were ready to get out of it, excited to get out of it, um, it's still a situation to where you've invested so much time and energy into somebody. It was the some of the greatest times of your life where your knees were working and your back was working, and you didn't wake up hurt all the time. And when you realize that you can get that time back and you invested it into something that did
Mm.
not have a good ROI, um, you get a little bit frustrated. And I think that some would say that you being frustrated means you're not healed. I might I want to say that I enjoy the dating life. I enjoy single. I enjoy meeting new people and new experiences, and um, I enjoy the socialization
Hmm.
and the fraternizing
Mhm.
that
And the
goes on,
foolishness.
and the foolishness.
Foolishness.
And the foolishness.
I enjoy it, and I've met some amazing people. Some have come and gone. Some are still friends to this day. I still do business with some people who I've dated along the way. Um, everything happens for a reason, right? So I'm going to say that maybe not 100% healed from it, but I am I'm in a good place and I'm at peace with where I am. And so the scars are there. The physical representation of what I went through is there, but I don't pretend that I'm not. Thus, everything that I do it with my eyes wide open and with an understanding of what it is, why it is, and so that kind of gives me a certain level of peace.
I love that. Thank you for
Wow,
your transparency.
Mhm.
yeah, that's good because I hear a lot of single folks saying that the dating scene is trash,
Oh, it is.
but that's yeah. So
That's
how'd
the
you get
from the trash.
that? How'd you get that out of a scene that most people say is horrible, but you kind of put out there was that you're enjoying it. So how do
Yeah.
you get the enjoyment out of something that may be just
So here's the thing, right? I am a creative. I write. I enjoy the theater and movies and TV shows and some of this stuff you just can't make up. So there's a portion of it, a great portion of it, to where you sit there and you get out of a situation and you go, that was real life.
Hmm.
He really did do that. I really did have this encounter with this. And I think the theatrics of the trash kind of makes it enjoyable for me. Like I was watching this movie and it's called something praise this. Praise this. Either of you all seen Praise This?
it sounds familiar. I
It's
heard about it.
one of the Baileys, and one of the Migos, and they were praise team competition, and might have been next to Medea's Boo Halloween, may have been the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Might have been. Top three of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Does that mean I'm going to stop going to movies? Does that mean I'm going to
Mm.
stop watching TV? Does that mean I'm going to stop supporting black films? No. I got an experience. I walked out of it and went, I have never seen a more poorly written and directed movie in my entire life. Cannot wait to go see insert movie here. Like I'm gonna go see that
Hmm.
Barbie movie. I love movies. I went and saw oh my god, Mission Impossible. Great movie.
No,
I
I didn't
also
see that.
saw The Fast and the Furious 10. Trash movie.
Yeah, I knew that was there. I knew that's gonna be trash.
Yeah. So the dating pool is pretty littered with litter. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop going swimming. Some of
Mm.
the sometimes you just gotta find an open lane and practice your backstroke.
There it is. There it is.
I think that when you know the place that you're in, dating becomes a little bit less frustrating for you when you know, yep, there's piss in a pool,
Hmm.
Hmm.
but I'm out here. This is the hand I'm dealt. Let me filter through it. I hope it's enough chlorine in here for me to get to the other side, you know.
Guess what? Sometimes just put your feet in the pool and just bend a
Hmm.
little bit and then get out and wash your feet.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
You know what how far in the pool you willing to get.
Yeah. And
Mm.
sometimes you have to understand that or remember or come to the understanding that sometimes you're the one that peed in the pool.
Yep, there it is.
Mm.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
So if I'm the one that peed in the pool, sometimes I just gotta go swimming in my own. Never mind. Great.
Nah,
Yeah.
you 1,000% right because we always come off
That's
like there's nobody out here. Um, this dating scene is trash, but think about it. How
Mhm.
many toxic relationships people then came out of, and then they portray them toxic traits on someone else,
Yeah.
thinking that it's their fault. But really, I guess going back to the healed girl summer, they haven't had that healed portion yet, and they still putting on other people what was from the last one and what was from the one before that. And like you said, hey man, you don't want to put this pee in the pool. You know what I'm saying? The other person was living their life just fine until you came along.
Yeah.
And I think it's a hard pill to swallow.
I was 37, I think, when I got divorced. I think I was 37. And when I got divorced, one of the first girls I dated, less than a month, less than 2 weeks after I got divorced, one of the first girls I dated was 26. She was 10 years younger than me. Whatever it was 10 years younger. And then the girl immediately after her was 13, 14 years younger. I would be foolish to say that they were the causes of the toxicity in those two relationships. I was fresh out of a divorce dating women that's 10 and 13, 14 years younger than me. No, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. You know? And the fact that I could still to this day justify dating both of those women, I must still have some toxicity to me. So sometimes, but I know that about me. I know that I'm trying to overcome a lot of those things. So I don't sit up here and pretend like, oh no, look at the pool.
Yeah.
I'm part of the pool problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the dope thing about that is that you realize that, and it's people like you said earlier that's aware. I'm aware that it was me. I'm aware that I did this wrong, and then pick yourself back up. I think just pick yourself up. You're gonna make some mistakes. I mean, everybody in the dating pool, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna run into some people that you thought was it, and you thought that what I'm saying, they was gonna go this direction, but you did something to mess it up. Pick yourself back up. It's all good.
And I love the way that you said that, because here's the other thing that people are going to put in the comments, like if we ever played this full thing, they're going to say, well, if you're not healed, then you shouldn't be dating nobody. If you're not healed, then why are you out there? If you know that you're part of the problem, then why are you out there? You shouldn't be dating. Well, let me tell you a little something about human history and existence. I like dating and being around people. Call it a personality flaw, whatever you want to call it. But I actually enjoy interacting with other human beings. And it's not like I am wifing. It's dating. It's getting to know each other. Who's to say that in 3-4 weeks with a couple of situational changes that I won't be a better man because of the person who I'm with? And who's not to say that me and the person who I find may also have issues, but we sharpen each other together, we get each other right, and we're able to be our own version of Herbert and Lynette. Who's to say that that a person can't draw inspiration from healing from someone else?
Yes.
Or by being in someone's presence and they say, okay, I'm going to call and pray for you every day. I'm going to pray with you every day. Let's go sit and eat and just put together a plan of some of the things that we want to get out of life and how we're going to accomplish those things. Who's that I am not worthy of finding somebody that can be that person for me, or me be that person for somebody else if the connection is right, if God's timing is right. So I love to dispel that, well, if you're not healed, you shouldn't be dating. Who's not to say that God's not going to bring me somebody that's going to jumpstart healing and help me get to that place that I truly want to be, or me be that for somebody else. So that's just kind of how I feel about that.
I agree. I like that you said that, because it goes back to, we will never arrive. When we arrive in heaven or hell, wherever somebody going, we will continue to heal. That is the thing about it. We will continue to heal. So the part of dating is being able to find what you like, what you dislike. It is to help you grow and develop in your character
Mm-hmm.
and who you are. So if I'm not healed and I shouldn't be dating, how else am I supposed to grow? How else am I supposed to be tested to say I have done the self work and yes, I'm healing? How do I know if my trigger, I've dealt with it? If I'm not in a relationship to test that
Yeah.
theory. How do
Mm.
we know if we're not supposed to date, you know? I think I even struggle with doing the podcast. I told my sisters the other day, I don't want to do it because I'm not healed all the way. How am I helping people heal or giving them the
Right.
platform to talk about their healing and I'm still struggling myself? We will forever be on a healing journey.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that you can't help someone else
Yeah.
walk through this journey along with
But that's the best part of you doing the podcast while still healing, because
you.
if you come in like I got it all together, I don't struggle with this anymore. Then for some, it's like, well, what are you going to tell me? Because if you're good, then I know I'm not good. So what does that even mean for me? And I know that a lot of people hear this saying, marriage is not two broken people come together, but it's two whole people. I would beg to differ to say that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. No, there's a lot of areas that I was still broken in while being married. Anybody that's getting married, there's a lot of areas that you still broken in, and like you all saying that, that partnership brings together building somebody up, rubbing each other the wrong way, arguments, misunderstandings, all that stuff that comes up. Now, obviously, we're talking about healthy misunderstandings. I ain't talking about going for blows, but
Hmm.
at the same time, like, that stuff is going to happen because
Yeah,
y'all both broken. You both have a misunderstanding about who each other is and who you are, and that comes over time. There's people that's been married for 40 years saying, "I'm still learning this person,"
Hmm.
because you change, you continue to change. What you enjoyed at 26, you don't enjoy that anymore at 36. What you
It's
enjoyed at 36, you don't enjoy that anymore at 46. Like, you always changing.
yeah,
So I wouldn't say two whole people getting together. You still got two broken people getting together that's doing some broken people stuff.
yeah.
right. And here's the thing, too, Herbert. Oh man, you talk so good. But thank you for bringing him on, Taisha, to balance this out because he did it so great. I remember when me and my first wife, and I have been married twice, and we're not going to go into the second marriage, but the first marriage, the 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 her and I believed ourselves to be whole people. So it wasn't that it didn't work out because we weren't whole people. We were whole people that just didn't weren't connecting with each other.
Yeah.
We weren't broken when we got married, not in our minds, and not even in my retrospect. I think that we were totally fine people. We were in church and loving the Lord, and in choirs and singing and busy and loved each other. We had a kid, and we were whole, and then we had twins, and we lost them, and we became broken. And we had another kid, and we were still broken. Then we had another kid, and we were still broken. But when we got together, we were whole people. So it wasn't a lack of being whole that disconnected us. It was how we handled being broken. That's
Mm.
my point. When I may be broken right now, and the person who I'm with may be whole. How does she handle my brokenness?
Yeah.
How does my brokenness impact her ability to remain whole? And to the healed girl, I'm here and I'm available to provide support. I'm not going to say that I'm not worthy of a healed girl. And I think
Absolutely.
that I should be blessed with a hot one. So if you happen to be healed and having hot flashes,
Yeah. See, he could do that. See, he could put it out there and say, "Hey, I'm available. I'm open." You know what I'm saying? And there
mm,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
And
I
love
think
you.
that I think too many people struggle with. I think women too struggle with saying, "I'm available. I'm open." Like, and I think it's okay to say, "Hey, if you truly are available, and that's where you want to be, yeah, say that. I'm available." And I think too many times, two people are chasing each other around. They both not willing to say, I'm available. Come on. I'm gonna call you, right? Because now you got that new stuff, with simps, right? Meaning they like it's an overkill, or they are calling you back when they said they were going to call you, or they're not wasting any time to to see how you doing, and and so that gets downplayed. But really, I think like that they're letting you know they're available. There ain't nothing wrong with calling a person when you said you were going to call them.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong, because again, maybe that's old school, but too
Mm.
many times they're saying, I don't need nobody, no man that's gonna call me when he say he gonna call me. What do you want them to do? They
Yeah.
want them to act busy. They want them to act like they're not needed or not wanted. And I think that's a part of that not being healed. Like, why do you want somebody to treat you like they don't want you? But then when a guy who treats you like they want you, you don't want them. That's
Mhm.
Help me out with that. Somebody help me with
I
that. I
think
don't
that
understand.
is trauma response. I think it's easier to say something that you don't want when you really do want it, to prevent the disappointment of not receiving it. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, for all you single men, consistency is attractive. Okay.
No, no, it ain't.
Is it?
No, it
Consistency.
ain't. No, it ain't. No, we're not gonna do that.
See, look, see,
This is
see.
your show.
Consistency
This is
is
your show,
attractive
Taisha. But we're
if
not gonna
that
do
is
that.
what you want.
We're not gonna do that. We're
Is
not gonna
this
do
an outliner? Is this what just Taisha saying,
that.
or is
No,
this the overall
Taisha's
consensus
gonna
of?
say what she has been programmed for women to say.
Women
And
want
that's fine. But
consistency.
not with two men on the phone. You're not gonna do that.
We
That's
should
not
do a
true.
poll, 'cause
That's
that's
not
not what
true.
I see.
We gonna do a poll. Do women want consistency or inconsistent?
No, we're not gonna do a poll because everyone's gonna
Because they
say
gonna all
yes.
agree with consistency.
Boom.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
consistency. No, you don't.
What do
you're
they
right.
want then?
Because you're gonna call them simps, like he just said.
Yep.
A
Hmm.
healed woman is not gonna call
No. Yes,
for
those
a simp.
two. Yes, those two. You
Them
no,
too.
them two. Because here's
Okay,
oh God. Okay. I just didn't want to do this on Taisha's show.
I like it. Come on,
I
let's
need to
go.
say this for the Relationship Hotspot Mother podcast. Let me help y'all understand women. Let me help women
You gonna help
understand.
a woman understand women?
Yes, I
Go
am.
ahead, I
This is
digress.
for free. This is for free for you. This is for free. When you say to a man, I want you to do this, this, and this, and then he proceeds to do this, and this.
I think I
He
know where
is
you're going.
weak. He's a punk. He doesn't.
Hmm.
He's not leading the relationship or the family. He's just following behind me. I want somebody that's going to lead. I don't want somebody that's going to be just doing what I tell them to do. Now,
Mm.
let's say that I say, okay, this is my consistency for you. I'm going to send you a text message in the morning to say good morning because I woke up with you on my mind. I'm going to send a message in the afternoon because I'm wondering how your day is going. And I'm going to call you at night. I want to just see how your day went.
Mm-mm.
Why you have to call me three? Why are you talking to me all day? I thought that you had something going on. I thought you was busy.
Yep.
Oh, you ain't got nothing going on. If you have time to be
Yep.
sitting there and texting me and calling me all night, don't you know I got to go to
Hmm.
work in the morning? See, that's
Y'all,
really
what women
inconsiderate. That's
y'all
really
dating?
inconsiderate of you to be calling me at night when you know that I got to get my kid ready. When you know I got to prepare for the next day. I told you that I had this thing to prepare for and I had to study. So that's not what you want. And
Hmm.
really irritating when y'all say that is when y'all know that it ain't. You want a man that's going to be what is it a little unpredictable. You don't
Hmm.
want a man that's going to be acting like he just wants to be all up in your face. Why y'all?
Hmm.
Get some space. Can I please have some space? That's you women, and I'm not saying that that's 45% of you women. I'm not saying that it's 50% of you women.
There's a
This
lot of them.
this man right here is married and can
Did we just
attest
take a poll?
to the fact that you do sometimes have to go rogue. And it's that rogueness, it's that spontaneity that keeps that fire burning, that keeps you going, I wonder what
Um,
he's going to do today. Don't you know sometimes me? Because sometimes I'm consistent. Consistency is not a sometimes thing. Consistency is consistency. What
no,
I'm
I said
saying
sometimes
is,
you gotta go rogue. Okay.
you don't want consistency. You want rogue. Whether it's a 1% rogue or 90% rogue, you want some rogue. You
They
don't
want
want
unpredictable.
all the time because now you're going to be bored. You're going to be bored. And you're going to be wondering, I know what he's going to do because he's consistent. No.
Hmm.
So no, let's just
So
stop.
what's the word?
Stop
So
that
then what's the
word.
word?
Uh,
Spontaneity. You want
Spontaneity.
you want a little fire. You want a little a little shuck and jive. You want that, and it's like a negative connotation with that. It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be something to where it's a trigger or it's toxic, but you
Hmm.
do not want that man to be the same thing. And here's the other part of that too. Oh Lord, help me, Holy Ghost. All I'm saying is, all I'm saying is that you all don't want the person to stay the same day after day, year after year. You're going to get bored. And as a woman, and you hot, the last thing you want is to be bored. And you want him to change it up a little bit. And now here's the thing, if he's consistently changing it up on you in a positive way, brings you roses one Tuesday, and then on that following Thursday brings you some tulips, then you're still getting change. He's not being consistent. But it's in a beautiful, loving way to you. And I think that that's what
Yeah.
women want. That's what I'm trying to provide. Now, Taisha, if that's not what you want, then then if you can say right now, this is your show. You can say, Javon, that is not what I want. And then that offers me the opportunity to call you a lie.
Okay. So you are right. I do not want to be bored. Yes. I
See.
want I want some spontaneous in between in the
Hmm.
meantime. However, when I say consistency, that means I don't want you reaching out one day and then dropping off the face of the earth the next. Okay.
Why does
One
that
week,
be dropping off the face of the earth? Why can't it be giving you space, him taking care of business so that when he does reconnect with you, he is able to give you the undivided attention that you deserve?
you know what? That could be it, but I'll say communicate, which a lot of people have a hard time doing.
Hmm.
When you're able to communicate effectively, hey, I got some stuff going on. If you don't hear from me, I'll holler at you later. It's one thing to not be available at all times,
Hmm.
but and this is if you're dating someone that you're building with,
Right.
right? You cannot be on my line all day, FaceTime, text message Tuesday,
Hmm.
and then Thursday and Friday, I don't hear from you. Oh,
Mhm.
I had some stuff going on. No, nigga, you was in Vegas with some girl. Like triggers, right?
Oh,
Hmm.
the trigger. Okay, the trigger.
But
Right,
Trigger.
but
what
that
I'm
comes from a
saying
woman that's not healed from the last time that man went away for 2 days and was found in Vegas with that other girl. That's not him, though.
but what I'm saying is
That you're not healed.
it will allow a woman to go in that place again, effective
Mm.
communication.
Right, and when I say that you're not healed, not talking about Taisha. I'm
No, I
saying
know, but
the
I'm
person
just
in
saying
general is
that
not healed when that is a trigger for them. And if she can just not fake that she is healed, then she can be upfront, full hot girl, and be like, look, um, I didn't even notice that you were gone Thursday and Friday because I was doing me.
yeah.
Welcome back. And I hope you had a great time wherever you were those 2 days, but it's not triggering or bothering me because I'm healed and I'm
I
living
think
my life.
I think that's two different things that we're talking about. That's if you're just that's if you're in a stage of you getting to know somebody. If you are dating someone, I'm talking about if you are dating someone exclusively
Yes.
Okay, I was
and
trying to wonder what stage
you
this was on.
just
So,
go, you just drop off the face of the earth for 2 days, just no communication at all, and you come back, hey, how's it going? Wait, what? Where you been?
I
Um,
still stand by my point. I think that if you're healed, you don't worry about that. That doesn't bother you. I
mm.
think that if you're healed, you
how do you
say,
not how do you
hey,
not
how are you
expect a
doing?
level of communication from somebody that you are exclusively dating?
Because I'm not married to them. We're dating. I'm not
Mm.
engaged to them. We're dating. We are
Mm.
getting to know each other. So if you are gone for 2 days, on the third day when you rise and come back and make your presence known, I then have a choice. I can either go, where you been, who you been being it with, What's this? What's that? What's this? Or we're dating. We're talking. We're I was doing my own thing those 2, 3 days. I didn't hear anything negative in the news about you. I didn't get any text messages that you was came up missing or nothing. So I'm assuming that you're just doing your thing, that you're being you. And when you come back, if you bring it up and say, "Hey, I was gone for 2, 3 days. I ended up having to go on a trip," or "Hey, I've been gone these last 2, 3 days. I was dealing with something." And then if you offer to give me that information, then that's cool. If you don't, I have a decision to make. I can either say, well, those 2, 3 days, I wasn't really feeling that. And, it's been cool, but
That's
thanks.
where you
Or,
establish boundaries.
or,
Hmm.
or you can say, hey, well, I hope you got everything taken care of. So, have you heard about that new movie that's coming out?
Yeah.
You don't have to be triggered by it. And those
Yeah.
who are healed, I don't think get really triggered by those 2, 3 day absences. I think that they doing their own thing because they're living in their healedness and they do about their life and not worry about others, even when they are like now again, I think that if Herbert left for 2, 3 days and came back, oh, he gonna have some explaining to do.
Yep, absolutely.
Because it's marriage and communications and expectations and boundaries and stuff like that. But dating,
You don't
you
think
shouldn't
there's
be
there's
shouldn't be all
any
tied up.
boundaries in exclusively dating, only in marriage, engagement and marriage?
Ah, I don't know. I think there is it's a point of view how you look at it. I guess what you put out before is we are like Javon saying we are dating. That's just what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're dating.
Yep,
I'm
me and
getting to
Herbert are
know
dating.
you.
Keep going.
That's it.
Never
You know
mind.
what I'm saying?
That was
No,
a
no,
joke that
no.
somebody's gonna catch. Somebody's gonna catch that in the comments. But never mind. Keep going. Anyway, as you were, Herbert. As you were. As you
All
were.
right, all right, all right. But if again, let's just say he disappears 2, 3 days, and let's just say you was calling him nonstop. He never answered. He never replied. None of that. And he was just gone. I as hard as it is to say, you may be upset, but it is up to you now what you do with that.
Yeah.
It's up to you
Yeah.
now. Say, hey, you was gone. But like you said, I wasn't cool with that, and I enjoy your life, but I'm gonna just go this way because that's just kind of I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not
Yeah.
ready for you just to disappear.
Yeah.
Or you can like, hey, what I'm saying? We're just talking. What's up, man? How you been? I was thinking about going to the movies tonight. You want to roll with me? And
Yeah.
I think we put too much on dating, the dating phase of it all. Because I tell people all the time, you're not obligated to do anything. Really, like honestly, you're not obligated to do anything while you're dating. Like there is no law saying that to be really the only thing you're doing is protecting the other person's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And there you have to make it clear about what's happening. But other than that, if you decide to break up the next day, what can you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah,
That's it.
you don't have nothing to split amicably. Y'all were just dating. Ain't
But
no
I think,
visitation rights for the curtains. Y'all were just dating. And
but I
can I just
think,
throw out this one last thing, Taisha, and I'm gonna give you back your show. Stop calling him 2, 3 times a day until he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're not healthy. That means you're not healed. Stop
mm,
all the calls. Stop all the calls. Stop all the text messages. Don't send no emails. Don't call from another number. Stop all that.
yeah,
Be healed.
yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah,
Because
Because
you know what's going to end up happening? He's going to end up calling you because you didn't say nothing. You didn't call, you didn't email, you didn't text. And he's going to be thinking something like, man, she ain't text me, she ain't call me. Let me call her.
yeah, yeah.
If that happens. Most times that happens.
I think I love this so much, just so y'all know. I love this. I think the biggest thing for me that I've learned is the learning to set boundaries in anything that you're doing, whether it's casual dating, um, dating exclusively, whatever, is being able to set healthy boundaries for yourself. Because when you have boundaries, You don't, like you said, you don't worry about what he's doing those 2 days because you've established those boundaries because
Yeah.
you know, if you are in a place where you guys are a little bit more than dating, again, that's where you communicate. And that's where healed men and women can develop healthy relationships and boundaries when you're able to effectively communicate. Hey, this is the place I'm in, this is what I'm doing. You don't have to question what's going on. You already know because there's been a conversation had. So when I say communicate, that's what I mean. Let me know what it is up front and then let me decide, but don't make the decision for me.
That's good.
If I tell you the place that I'm in, you then have the right to tell me if you want to accept it or not. The same as I.
That is true.
And if I'm trying to hit, I'm going to tell you that I will accept it until I get done being willing to pretend that I'm willing to accept it. So then you have to be, as the healed girl, be willing to decipher and gauge, because you just asking and telling doesn't mean nothing.
Nothing.
Doesn't mean nothing yet.
Nothing. Nothing.
Hey, I have a question. I was talking to somebody about this. Help me out with this. Why do ladies bring a guy to church? Why do they bring them to church, and on that first time they're going to church, expecting them to continue to go to church with them? Because what you just brought up, what you just said, Javon, as far as they're doing it, they're pretending until they can, until they can get something. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why do women believe? I'm not saying all women. I'm saying women just in general believe that this 1 or 2 times you've taken them to church, that's they passed your test of spiritualness in your book.
Wow.
I just want to know it.
All eyes on Taisha.
Don't do that because I honestly can't answer that. I honestly can't answer that because for me, if you are not already active in a church on your own,
Mm-hmm.
what I don't want you to do is do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not already in church, you don't have somewhere you regularly attend and things like, I'm good. So I honestly cannot answer that because I don't know.
Javon, I think we're dealing with the healed woman over here, so she can't really tell us the real.
I see that she's healing
reason. But you be seeing a lady smiling. This is my man. This is Todd. This is this is Javon. It's like, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? The brothers get connected, and then 2 days, hey man, whatever happened to so and so? And then we don't see you. It's like, oh.
The real smooth ones though have seen enough church to where they know what to do and when to do it. So like the pastor stand up, do the word, and then you stand up and you have your Bible app on your phone. See, those are the real plays. Those are the ones that know that to hit that 20 real good before he drop it in the offering. Yeah, those are the real ones. Right.
But Javon, you said something earlier that I think is profound with this about pretending.
Mm-hmm.
And also when you said dating someone that can possibly jumpstart your healing. And I think sometimes some women maybe feel, thank you God. So I was dating this guy.
Mm-hmm. What was his name?
And he lived out of town. So he came to visit me years ago,
Marcus.
decades ago.
I remember him. Marcus, keep going.
He came to visit me and he came to church with me. Well, he wasn't really in church, but I really was.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to church with me. And after that, he got in his word a little bit more. He did a little bit more. But what I recognized was while he was willing to do it for me, he couldn't do it 100% because he wasn't ready to do it for himself.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that was like, and I felt what you said about you being able to be with somebody that can catapult you into that place.
Mm-hmm.
But I can take you all day. But if you are not ready to embrace your healing and walk through your triggers, your traumas, and identify who you are, then you're just pretending.
Right. I think that too. But I also think that you're planting seeds. And if that's not something he's willing to grow in, if that's not where he's trying to go and be, then you're sowing. I mean, yeah, you're sowing in fertile land.
Yeah.
I think that if you are bringing him to church because you want to make him better, he wants to be better, and it doesn't necessarily take right away, you're still providing a opportunity for him to make a decision.
Yeah.
And you're also providing an opportunity for you to make a decision. If he doesn't become God fearing, Bible toting, tongue speaking, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
That's the decision now that you get to make.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes men will fake it till they make it.
Yeah.
And I remember being in church when I went to this holiness this one time because I was made to when I was in one of the choirs. And they would teach you to speak in tongue and to keep speaking in tongue and to practice your until it became real for you, until speak in tongues fake until it becomes real. We're going to practice, we're going to teach you how to dance, how to shout and dance. And so that way, when you really feel it, that you know what to do. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I understand the logic.
Yeah.
I can say that, if you take him to church and he's going just for you, that does not mean that in 6 months, 9 months, a year and a half of you recognizing his good qualities and embracing those and him getting better, that he won't make the decision and the change in his heart and decide to follow. But if he doesn't, is that a trigger? Is that a breaking point? Is that a no-go for you? Healed girl, healed woman, whole woman.
Yeah.
Are you okay if he don't? Because he gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Are you okay? And I think that's what you have to kind of decide in those moments.
Yes. I agree.
I like the way you keep putting it on the girls. I like the way you keep.
Yeah, I mean, this is
like,
a
are you okay? Are you? No, I'm just saying, but like, are you healed? Are you good? Because it's more so like, well, he didn't do right. It's more so like, okay, are you good with that? Because you brought him to church. It didn't happen like you thought it was. Like he's still out there slinging. He's still out there the way exactly how you found him. I mean, are you good? And are you got? I mean, like I said, you got a decision you got to make. You know what I'm saying? Your hopes were he connect with that church. He loves God. You see the twinkle in his eye. Like saying he hit his 2-step, and then y'all fall madly in love, and he becomes a godly man, and run the household. But it turns out he ain't that. It didn't happen. So what do you do?
But I think for me, that's something that for me has to be decided before we even go that far. For me, everyone has their own boundary, but for me, that has to already be very well established.
That's a deal breaker for you.
The place that I am in my life, and I want someone that's going to lead. I have been the head of my household for 22 years as a single mom, as a single woman.
I got a question.
So I am not looking to be with someone that I have to hold their hand through their walk to Christ for him to lead my house and become the man. I don't have the capacity to do so. Another woman may, I don't. And I would need him to already be in a place to step into that position as head of my house.
Ooh, I have a question. This conversation. Go for it.
Yeah, I have a question. So you brought up a interesting point. I didn't really think about this like that. You say you've been the head of your household for 22 years, right? How easy, I wouldn't say how easy, is it possible for a man to come and lead, knowing that you've already been the head of your household for 22 years? How long does that take for someone who knows what they want coming in to lead, as you say? Because this is a whole nother question. Because I think you hear this part too. I want to come lead. Like, so what do you feel like you'll be able to easily accept that, knowing that you've been doing this for 22 years, knowing that you have your towels a certain way for 22 years, knowing that you put your dishes away a certain way for 22 years, knowing that you go to sleep at 10 o'clock for 22 years, and he likes to go to bed at 1 o'clock. Like, is it really that easy? Because 22 years is a long time
It is.
for
Mm.
somebody to just come in for the first year in marriage and now telling you what you should be doing.
The word you kept asking is, how easy would it be? And I honestly can't say that it would be easy. It will be worth it. I would say there would be benefits of it. As my youngest son being 16, there is still time for him to see his mother love properly. There is still time for him and even my oldest son to know what it is to be the head of a house. The things that I really, as a woman, cannot teach them that only a man can teach. As far as the way I have my towels and going to bed, and that kind of, I'm ready to relinquish control of that. Like, do the laundry. I don't care. Those little tedious things, um, it's not that big of a deal for me.
Oh,
But
y'all
as
stuck.
far as like authoritative and things like that, it will take time because again, my son, for me, probably not as hard as it would be for my sons. For them
Well,
to have had me their whole lives, and now this man is coming in, stepping in. So I get there maybe a little bit of friction, but it's not something that can't be worked out if he is indeed the God sent man.
but we're going to say, though, that you're not going to marry him on Monday after meeting him on Sunday. What
Of course.
what I'm going to believe is that
Right.
you have met him, you dated him, you built the foundation, you see who he is and how he is. As soon as you get married, there should be an immediate relinquishment of any type of control or authority that you had as the leader of your household because you made the decision to say yes. You said yes.
Yeah.
He didn't make you, the pastor didn't make you. You decided to
Yeah.
say yes to this man. So
Yeah.
you decided to say yes to the relinquishment of the control and the authority. You made a decision to let him lead. That was your yes.
Yeah.
And whether it's a 90-day fiance or a 2-year fiance, it shouldn't be hard because this should be easy because you know who he is and you
Yeah.
know how he is. So I, I'm gonna. I'm surprised to hear you, and I'm not saying that this isn't your answer, but I'm surprised that would be the answer because the fact that you said yes to the proposal,
Hmm.
went through the engagement phase, and then decided to say yes to the marriage and to being connected as one. That means that now this is who you decided that you're going to follow the lead in cooking for if you cook. If that's you all's dynamic. If
Mm.
he's baby, I really like my hoochie daddy shorts folded one way and then one over and then put in, but you used to doing just the one fold.
Mm-hmm.
That second fold ain't too hard because this is who you said yes to.
Yeah.
So it really should be fairly easy in my opinion
Yeah.
because you said yes. So
Well,
and because you're healed.
when you break it down like that, yes. I was thinking, as far as day one meeting someone, how easy it would be to transition. But yes, after dating someone, getting to know them,
Yeah.
getting proposed, spending that time, building that foundation, then yes, that
Mhm.
should be a no-brainer because I
Right.
have said yes twice. One to the engagement and two to the actual marriage. So
Mhm.
that's no-brainer.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
will take that time to find out who they are to build that foundation. So yes, that is where I'm saying it's going to take time. I cannot afford to just let anyone come and leave my house.
Right.
It's
Mm-hmm.
to be that person. So yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna also say this though. Even sometimes, if you know who the person is, sometimes that leader in you pops up, and for some reason, it is. See, that's the reason why. So I'm gonna just give you a little background. So my plan was to, after Lynette and I get married, that I was going to move into her apartment because she already had one. Right? There's no sense of going and look for something else. But I talked to a few brothers that had some wisdom. It's like, listen, you do not want to move into the same place where she's been for whatever 8 years or so, because she already has a certain way things go. She has a certain way that she liked things in that place. She has a way that she's been doing things. She lived on Masters Drive. What's that? Turnberry, that was over there by the on the west side. Um, she has a way of things that she has a specific way, a system that she has, and then I would come in and that would ruin that whole system because again, I would, and now I see that because even when we moved in together at a new house that neither one of us lived in, there were still some things that she wanted done the way she's used to, the way her mama raised her, the way she's been living on her own, and that would get us into arguments because she likes it a certain way. And I grew up one way, she grew up another way. She's the only child. I grew up with siblings. I had to share a lot. She rarely had to share. All that stuff comes into play. And then you throw in, if you've already been leading the house and telling people what to do and getting them ready for school and doing this and for 22 years, there's going to be some times it's going to, and you could be healed too. Like I'm saying, you could be healed. And that's what I was talking about, as in, like, there's still some areas to where you'll have to get sharp because maybe you're not going to change those things until that guy come along. It's just not going to happen until he comes along, until he put that challenge out there of you saying, hey, can I hang out with my friends? Say, nah, I kind of want you to stay with me tonight. What you going to say? Nah, I'm going to go. I've been doing it for 20. No, it's hey, y'all, I can't, hey, tonight I can't go.
Can't do it tonight.
Can't do it tonight.
Yeah, I know,
and
girl.
then you see him on Instagram.
Hot girl summer.
Hot girl. Ain't no more hot girl summer after you. But you can still have one.
It'll just be with my husband.
Exactly.
This talk has been absolutely amazing. I have learned so much, probably too much. But I thank you all so much for being here. And to all you guys out there, heal on this journey and become the best that you can be.